For more on the fight against terrorism here at home, let's bring in our security expert, Rick Mathews.
Yeah, Rick's the director at the National Center for Security and Preparedness at UAlbany, and lately you've been a regular guest here at CBS 6, so we appreciate having you today. First off, let's talk about these new videos that seem to be getting a lot of attention, making some people panic. Some seem authentic, others don't, showing potential terror targets like Times Square, and even locally now there's one in the headlines involving the Waterville Arsenal. So should we be worried, and are law enforcement officers worried right now?
Well, we should be concerned. We always are. We look for those things. But like the one for the Waterville, it was on a long list of military bases, almost all Army bases. It was done state by state, almost alphabetical. And that's okay. There's a list of bases, and any one of those could be attacked. But I don't think that's a big increase in our concern level for that.
Almost seems like a database that they're kind of just putting on the video.
Reminded me of looking down a telephone directory.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, and with these threats, some of them, of course, look like they could be hoaxes, possibly, and we've heard some of them are not credible. Is there any worry that because of that, law enforcement will not take these as seriously?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, every threat, everything that we hear or they see, anybody in that community sees, they're going to take seriously and look into. Remembering, though, that hoaxes, as we say, are also a tool the terrorists use. They do that. They cause us to react. It causes us to respond to that. And again, though, we do that, and that should make us feel better because we are doing that. They're on the job, and I feel pretty good about that at night.
We just saw the holiday lights a few minutes ago pop up in Albany. We're starting to get into the holiday shopping season. Thanksgiving's next week. When we talk about soft targets and places where lots of people are going to be, and shopping malls and locations like that are certainly on that list, where's the concern there for law enforcement, and will we notice a change?
Oh, you might see a few police officers more here and there, and security here and there, maybe people asking a few questions. They're concerned, but this is something we are concerned about every year. And I think the thing people need to realize is law enforcement and intelligence community are on the job every day of the year, regardless of whether we have these attacks in Paris or not. And they watch things, they look for that. We keep looking for the input of citizens. If they see something suspicious, tell somebody and they can help better respond.
And that leads to the next question. What can individuals do to try and prevent something from happening?
Well, the best thing to do is just be a good, sentinel pro. Just look around. If they see something's out of the ordinary, we all know what's normal to us. We walk around places, we shop, where we work, we do things. And if we see something abnormal, ask somebody about it. Tell somebody it looks suspicious, and we've done our part.
It was interesting at that intelligence summit that I was at. I'm surprised you weren't there, Rick.
Well,
you got all kinds of intelligence, but we're talking about the old adage, if you see something, say something, and they said, never is that more important than right now. And they said, if you see something that might warrant calling 911, call 911. There were even tip lines set up for this. And the head of the state police had said he'd been getting increased tip calls since the Paris attack. How important are those tips from the public?
They're essential. I mean, people see things, they have to report them. Remember, we have intelligence communities looking for all kinds of things that come through the airwaves and places like that and tracking people. But again, it's those things that we see in our daily lives that may be out of the norm that's very critical. And the only ones that can really find those are typically us, those of us walking around the streets, doing our lives, see something unusual, concerning, say something.
All right, Rick Mathews, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Well, wait.